So rice is definitely not the problem. Okay, it's the amount of oil that you put in with your rice in your curry. Alright, what's up you guys? You're watching Zealocity, and in today's video, I'm going to be telling you why you're eating less calories but you're still not losing weight. I have so many people writing DMs to me, and the clients who have their first call with me, they always tell me that मैं 1200 कैलोरी खा रहा हूँ या फिर मैं 1000 कैलोरी खा रही हूँ बट फिर भी मेरा वेट लॉस नहीं हो रहा है सर, मैं क्या करूँ? Where am I going wrong? So this is why I'm making this video. I really wanted people to understand where they're going wrong in terms of their overall diet plan and how even after eating in a calorie deficit, supposed calorie deficit, 1200-800 कैलोरी खाने के बाद भी weight loss क्यों नहीं हो रहा है आपका? Let's find out. So first off, let me be very clear on this. Calorie deficit is a fundamental way of losing weight. ठीक है? You don't have to count every calorie in order to lose weight, but आप कोई भी डाइट करो या फिर आप बिना काउंटिंग कैलोरीज के भी when you lose weight, it is basically a calorie deficit that is happening, which is making you lose weight. Okay, it's just a fundamental of energy. Excess energy is going to be stored as fat, which can be used later for energy. जब आप starve कर रहे हो तो आपकी body से fat will be giving you energy. But when you're eating extra calories, it has to be stored, right? That's fat. और आप जब नहीं खा रहे हो extra calories, तो that is when your body burns the stored body fat for energy. That's basic fundamental energy in, energy out. That's how it works. Okay, excess energy is stored and then can be used later for energy, obviously, when you're not eating. Okay, simple fundamental of human body physiology. That's it. Now, if you are in a calorie deficit and still not losing weight, that means you are not in a calorie deficit. There are multiple ways in which you can go wrong with your calorie deficit. The number one being oil intake. Oil intake is one of the biggest culprits of not having yourself in a calorie deficit. Okay, if you are in a calorie deficit and still not losing weight, मतलब आप कहीं ना कहीं आपका ऑयल इंटेक ज़्यादा हो रहा है या फिर कोई ना कोई कैलोरीज इंटेक आपकी ज़्यादा हो रही है जिसकी वजह से यू आर नॉट एबल टू लूज वेट. ऑयल इज वन वे इन विच यू आर गेटिंग इनविजिबल कैलोरीज. लेट मी गिव यू एन एग्जांपल. सपोज यू आर मेकिंग अ पनीर करी. ओके, अगर आप पनीर करी में देखो तो पनीर है, प्याज टमाटर की ग्रेवी है, राइट, मसाले है, मसाले does not have any calories. Okay, paneer has some calories, obviously it has some protein, fat, so it's going to have a little bit, like let's say 100 grams of paneer has some around 260 or 300 calories, give or take. Okay, some onion and some tomato is going to give you in the sabji, it's going to give you hardly 30-40 calories max. Okay, and now comes the oil part. 1 tablespoon of oil or ghee or butter, whatever you use for cooking, it gives you 125 to 130 calories in 1 tablespoon. If you're using 2 tablespoons, then I don't have to do too much of math for you here. 2 tablespoons is going to easily be 250 to 260 calories just from the oil. 100 grams पनीर में ही आता है 260 calories और आप 2 tablespoon oil से आप निकाल सकते हो 260 calories. This is one big mistake what people do. जैसे another example I can give you. I have seen so many people having jeera rice and pulao, right? So like let's take an example. एक छोटी कटोरी चावल will be somewhere around 100 calories, 100 to 120 calories and 25 grams of carbohydrates. Okay, 25 grams of carbs. So into 4 there's going to be about 100 calories, but then 25 नहीं, कभी कभी 28 depending on the कटोरी size and the amount of rice that comes. 25 to 28 grams of carbohydrates एक छोटी कटोरी में राइस में आते हैं. अगर आप 2 कटोरी राइस भी खाते हो तो आपको तकरीबन मिलेंगे 200 से लेके 250 कैलोरीज. ओके, 200-250 कैलोरीज मैक्स फ्रॉम 2 कटोरी राइस. मतलब एक यूजुअल पोर्शन जो होता है राइस का 200 कैलोरीज या 250 कैलोरीज तक का पोर्शन यूजुअली होता है. इफ यू आर कुकिंग इट इन ऑयल एंड मेकिंग जीरा राइस, आई हैव सीन सो मेनी पीपल हैविंग मोर कैलोरीज फ्रॉम द ऑयल दैन द राइस. एंड देन क्या होता है, पीपल ब्लेम द राइस फॉर फैट गेन. मेरा तो वेट गेन हो रहा है, क्यों? मैं राइस ज़्यादा खाता हूँ. राइस से वेट गेन नहीं होता है. आई लिटरली ईट 200-250 और 300 grams of carbohydrates even while cutting. Even while I lose fat, I eat 300 grams of rice in one meal. So rice is definitely not the problem. Okay, it's the amount of oil that you put in with your rice in your curries. That's the main problem. Like legit, if you see a typical Indian household में बना हुआ पुलाव, the calories from oil will nearly be about 150 to 200 calories per portion. And the rice is hardly 150 to 200 calories in that portion. Okay, so that's the difference that oil intake can make. I'm not saying oil is bad, I'm not saying ghee is bad, I'm not saying butter is bad. I love ghee, I love butter, I have butter omelets every day, so I'm not the one to tell you that butter is bad or ghee is bad or oil is bad. Okay, I'm just telling you that the oil quantity needs to be controlled, and that's one big mistake what people do. Okay, second problem, what happens is, in order to increase protein intake, a lot of people increase the fat intake or the carb intake along with it. Again, I'll give you an example. Let's say you're having chicken with skin. It's going to have a lot more calories from fat than boneless, skinless chicken. If you're having paneer, then paneer has way more calories from fat than from protein. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but still, if you're eating too much of calories from paneer, or let's say too much of calories from the skin of the chicken or the mutton, whatever you're having, or let's say if you're having too much of dal for protein, then you're going to have too much carbs from the dal rather than the protein. If you see in terms of caloric value, you can see it right here. Dal has 20 to 25% of protein in 100 grams, in gram per gram, let's say. Okay, dal has 25% max of protein and 60 to 70% of carbohydrates, and fat is 1 or 3%, give or take. Okay, so that's pretty negligible. The carb content is literally 2 or 3x of the protein intake, of the protein content. So you see the difference, and you understand my point where I'm coming from. I'm not saying that dal is bad or rajma is bad or chickpeas is bad, but then they're not a very good protein source per se. If you're relying only on these protein sources like dal, rajma, chickpeas, beans, even mutton or even skin wala chicken for that matter contains a lot of calories, and you're not getting just calories from protein, right? So that's another mistake what happens. Problem number 3 is when you're not working out enough. You may think that you're fairly active throughout the day. अगर आप घर के थोड़ा बहुत काम करते हो, खाना बनाते हो, बर्तन धोते हो, जो भी करते हो, that is not a workout per se, right? आप खड़े रह के बर्तन धो रहे हो, that just stresses you out, but then it's not burning calories or making you physically active per se. Understand the difference between doing a household chore for an activity, day-to-day activity, and doing a workout specifically for your physical health. These are two different things which you need to understand the difference. Okay, आप ऐसे नहीं बोल सकते कि मैं तो दिन भर पूरा एक्टिव रहता हूँ, मैं तो ये काम करता हूँ घर के, सो मेरा वर्कआउट हो रहा है उसी में. Nope, that's a stupid excuse. That's a lame person's excuse. Okay, मैं भी करता हूँ, बर्तन खुद मैं भी धोता हूँ, but then I still go to the gym, I still do my cycling, so it's not an excuse. It is an excuse what people give, but you shouldn't be making it. Okay, now let's talk about the solutions. बहुत हुए problems सुन लिया हमने, हम पता कर लिए problems, तो हमें सबको बताया, right? It's just that I wanted to point these problems out for you, and here I am with the solution. Number 1, swap out your fat calories as much as possible with fibrous carbohydrates. Let me give you an example again. If you tend to have more ghee on top of a roti, rather than that, please go for a piece of fruit or something, or vegetables, raw vegetables along with your meal. अगर आप ऑलरेडी एक मील खा रहे हो जिसमें सपोज आपने चिकन करी या अंडा भुर्जी या पनीर भुर्जी या दाल जो भी बनाया, ऑब्वियसली उसमें तड़का लगा है, कुछ ना कुछ तेल या घी या बटर कुछ यूज़ हुआ होगा डेफिनेटली, राइट? 1-2 टीस्पून तो यूज़ हुआ ही होगा, 1 टेबलस्पून तक यूज़ होता है यूजुअली, डेफिनेटली हो जाएगा. Instead of doing more ghee on top of your roti, which is another source of invisible calories, you could rather go for a piece of fruit like watermelon. Watermelon is super satiating, very low in calories, very high in fiber and water content as such, and you will feel satiated for a long period of time. मैं हमेशा watermelon खाता हूँ, मैं हमेशा watermelon recommend करता हूँ, क्योंकि it's an easy way to stick to your diet plan without feeling too hungry and having invisible calories and then still not getting the satiety out of it. अगर आप एक रोटी खाते हो, एक रोटी में टिपिकली होती है समवेयर अराउंड 75 to 80 कैलोरीज. ओके, बट उसके ऊपर अगर आप 1 टीस्पून घी डालते हो, so that's adding 45 calories extra, 45 to 50 calories. But a big bowl of watermelon, a big bowl like 300 grams of watermelon is hardly like 50 calories. Okay, so you get the difference. Roti will still offer the same amount of satiety whether you put 1 teaspoon of ghee or not. Okay, because it's solid food anyway, and then the ghee which comes on top is liquid, so liquid आपको ज़्यादा satiety नहीं offer करेगा. But if you swap that with, let's say, a fruit or vegetable, खीरा, गाजर, capsicum, lettuce, etc., that gives you more satiety than any oil or fat source can give you. Okay, so fat is the least satiating macronutrient which needs to be in moderation. You have to be very mindful with the fat intake. Don't overdo it thinking कि अरे नहीं, कीटो वाले तो बोलते हैं कि कार्ब इंटेक बकवास है, कार्ब्स खाओगे तो आपका ये हो जाएगा वो हो जाएगा, और फैट खाओ कितना भी, क्योंकि फैट इज वेरी satiating and fat can never be overeaten. It is stupid. इट इज स्टूपिड. ओके, जो भी ये बोलता है उनके मुंह पे एक बटर का टिक्की मारो, उनको बोले तू खा, मैं मेरा राइस खाऊंगा. वी आर, एज बीइंग इंडियंस, वी आर नॉट फॉन्ड ऑफ having copious amounts of butter and ghee with our meals, but we want to have rice and have a mindful and a balanced meal, right? We don't want to do extremes. ना ही मैं बोलूँगा कि too much oil and too much carbs खाओ, ना ही मैं बोलूँगा कि carbs छोड़ दो और सिर्फ फैट प्रोटीन पे आ जाओ, कीटो डाइट करो, ना मैं बोलूँगा आपको कि सब छोड़ दो और हवा खाओ. मैं कुछ ऐसा नहीं बोलता, सबको पता है, राइट? So understand the difference and be mindful with both your fat and carb intake. Solution number 2, swap out your fatty or the carby protein that you eat. Fatty is basically the skin wala mutton, skin wala chicken, etc. that you have. Instead of that, start having more lean protein, जैसे skinless chicken, boneless chicken, which has very less calories in terms of the protein that it offers. Okay, the protein per calorie ratio is very good in terms of skinless boneless chicken, skinless boneless mutton. Prawns, fish is again a good source of protein. Prawns are an excellent source of protein with very low amount of fat, and it offers a good amount of lean protein, so you can have that as well. But agar aap vegetarian ho, then you have to go for a whey protein or a plant protein. So add that if you want to get maximum benefit from the protein alone, rather than getting too much calories from carbs like from dal and rajma, and calories from fat that like in paneer. So if you don't want to get too much calories from other foods, and if you want to control your overall calories, then you can start having a scoop of whey protein or a plant protein depending on your choice. Again it's your choice. If you are able to manage everything well and आपका protein intake in terms of your calories सही से manage हो जाता है with paneer, cheese and curd and soya chunks and दाल राजमा, सबसे अगर आप प्रोटीन मैनेज कर सकते हो और ओवरऑल कैलोरीज भी मैनेज कर सकते हो, देन आई एम श्योर आपको ये वीडियो देखने की जरूरत नहीं होगी, राइट? बट अगेन दिस इज अ वीडियो फॉर दोज हु आर हैविंग ट्रबल इन टर्म्स ऑफ मैनेजिंग द कैलोरीज एंड नॉट एबल टू गेट their overall benefits in terms of weight loss. Okay, eggs are also again an excellent source of protein with a excellent amino acid profile as well, so वो भी आप include कर सकते हो. But eggs again, they have a little bit of fat in one egg. Egg white का problem ये है कि you have to waste the yolk, so I'm really against wasting food, so I don't really recommend throwing out the yolk. Have the full egg. एक अंडे में आपको 80 कैलोरीज ही आती है तकरीबन, एंड उसके लिए आपको 7 ग्राम प्रोटीन भी मिल जाता है. सो इट इज़ अ फेयर अमाउंट ऑफ प्रोटीन दैट यू गेटिंग फॉर द कैलोरीज दैट यू आर गेटिंग अलॉन्ग विद इट, एंड इट्स नॉट लाइक अ वेरी हाई कैलोरी फूड like paneer or something, या फिर mutton, skin wala mutton or something like that. Okay, so eggs are really good. Start having, if you are a vegetarian who consumes eggs, then try getting more output from eggs, and if that works for you, then that's really good. Another solution could be that you can increase your calorie burning from various activities like doing more walks, taking more frequent walks around your house. Groceries लेने जाते हो तो walk पे जाओ. Try more cycling. Try playing games like badminton, cricket, tennis, etc. There are ways to use pleasure as a way of burning more calories, but I'm sure singles will not approve of it and they won't get it.
गजब बेइज्जती है.
Jokes apart, you can definitely increase your calorie burning from physical activities like walking, cycling, jogging, playing badminton, playing games. Be more active throughout the day. And जैसे एक ही जगह पे बैठे रहते हो, get up every 15-20 minutes या 30 minutes, try to get up and do some stretches, या फिर every hour or so try to get up and do some stretches, walk around, and that's how you will slightly be more active, right? So that's another way in which you can increase your calorie burning and in turn stick to your overall calorie deficit, make it easier to lose weight. Alright, so this is the end of the video. I hope you actually found this helpful, and if you did, you know what to do. Hit the like button, share this video with your friends, family members, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And also hit the bell icon if you want to get notified whenever I post new videos. And this is my Instagram. If you want to head over to my Instagram for my video consultations, my coaching programs, then this is the right place to go, or you can write to my email. It's in the description down below. And I would love to help you. And thank you so much again for watching. Stay tuned for more interesting content, and I will see you very soon.